Now playing. Get ready for the family reunion from hell. From the producers of the horror classic Evil Dead comes a brand new nightmare and the scariest installment yet. After her husband's mysterious passing, a widow seeks comfort with her in-laws in their secluded cabin in the woods. But as they one by one turn into something much more sinister, she discovers that every family has its demons. Evil Dead Burn. Now playing only in theaters. Rated R. Under 17, not admitted without parent. Last podcast on the left is all about the facts. So when Southern New Hampshire University came on as a sponsor, it was time to do some research. Turns out they offer more than 200 online degree programs, and get this, criminal justice and psychology are some of the most popular. Classes have no set meeting times, and tuition rates are some of the lowest in the U.S. Want to learn even more about SNHU? Visit snhu.edu/last.
There's no place to escape to.
This is the last podcast.
On the left. That's when the cannibalism started.
What was that?
Knife wound.
Knife wound, yeah. That's not a bad way to go. Is that good? Are we
Do
ready
I
to go?
sound good?
No. That's Marcus. I am Ben. With us as always, sounding bad. Who is he?
Yeah, he's unemployed. Henry Zabrowski.
Unemployed? What happened, man? I thought you were working.
No.
How'd you get fired again?
Well, things have just been going south for me. And I know that I'm addicted to hamburgers, and the government made that happen for me.
How'd the government get you addicted to hamburgers?
Because, they're nice, juicy hamburgers on the commercials, and so I'm taking a gun, I'm going to kill my boss.
You're making some jumps. You're making some mental jumps. I don't think the government controls those sweet, sizzling beef patties on those McDonald's ads.
But, Ben, I've realized it's the only way to get revenge.
Spree killing. Spree killing part 2.
And so last week we covered a lot of fun dudes, fun guys doing fun things.
Is that how you describe the people?
Yeah.
Is that how you describe Richard Speck? Fun guy doing fun things, raping 8 nuns.
He turned into a fun guy. I finally sat and watched a doc that you watched because I went after doing the podcast. I went to go look for as much of the prison tape as I could find.
Oh yeah,
and I couldn't find it except for the clips that you watched.
Yeah,
and man, he's got a set of perfect tits.
He really does. Amazingly
Heidi
perfect
Klum
breasts.
nipples.
They're perfect tits.
You want to suck on they're like little Malamars.
If you're in prison and you haven't seen a woman for about 30 years and Richard Speck goes in with a bunch of honkers like that, you can make believe.
The worst part was the dude sitting next to him in sunglasses just recoiled like he was on the beach at Ibiza.
Oh, yeah.
Looking at this 6-year-old man, and he's just like, hey, you got them blue panties on? And he's like, yeah, you want me to take them off? And he's like, yeah, that'd be all right.
It's amazing.
It's just like this 6-year-old man just standing there just going like, hey.
Yeah, the dude's just acting like Kid Rock at a strip club, just treating Richard Speck like the biggest piece of human meat.
Really enjoying him.
But now we're into some people who are these are the real deal. We're going to count down the top 3, but before we get to that,
this is definitely we're looking at the Bobby Bonillas.
That's right. Bobby Bonilla. That's your baseball reference. That's your baseball go-to.
Howard Johnson. The Mookie Wilsons.
The Mookie Wilsons.
This is all I know is Mets from 1984 to 1989. Those are the only baseball players I know.
Okay. Last week we went through the first 4 types of spree killers.
Yes.
We went through your guys who were in it for the fame, guys that are in it for the revenge, guys that are in it for the sex, and now we're at type 5, otherwise known as There Are Days and There Are Days.
Oh my.
These are guys that are completely out of touch with reality. Most of the time they go through psychiatric evaluation either before or after. All of these guys were tagged as mental health risks.
Cuckoo.
A lot of them from the time they were children.
And they just let them go. And they gave, and literally all of them, like Charles Whitman, our big boy that we're going to do up top, he just like literally to about 15 different people, he's like, You know, it'd be a right good idea is just going up in that tower and start picking people off with a deer rifle. And they're like, Charles, you're funny.
Now that's my favorite Charles Whitman joke. Isn't that great with the tower and the shooting everybody?
In fact, the exact quote is, "Person could stand off an army from atop that tower before they got him."
Intriguing. This is why we bring him around. He always has the good times with the nice thoughts.
Again, another great man that we made.
All
but yeah,
right,
these are people that so these are the truly cuckoo for cocoa.
And 2 made in America and 2 made overseas. So let's get into Mr. Whitman.
Mr. Whitman, Charles Whitman. This whole thing happened in 1966 in
Charles
Austin, Texas.
Lucky Whitman.
Luck my ass. Luck had nothing to do with it. This
Practice, Henry.
Exactly. This guy was a trained killer through and through. He was at the time the #1 spree killer in America and possibly the world if you don't count wars. That's the thing about all of these, is that you can't count wars.
Right.
In all of this.
What's
This
the
is
total?
just-
What's the total death count for Charles?
His total death count was, I believe, 18.
It was 18 with a minus. We were gonna say minus his wife and mother and minus the people on the stairs of the bell tower that it was heading up.
Okay.
Yeah, he injured quite a deal. But the big thing also about Charles Whitman, the world's youngest at the time Eagle Scout.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Wow.
so he started off really interestingly, only because of his abusive father. When they were together, like the only way they understood each other was that he would take his boy out shooting, and he was amazing at it. He said, as a matter of fact, that he could shoot the eye out of a squirrel from like 50 yards, some like ludicrous
Sort of
thing.
like that Larry Bird story where he said he was throwing coffee beans into coffee cups. But it's a little bit different because I don't think he got on the cover of Sports Illustrated.
Yep. When Charles Whitman was a U.S. Marine, he received 215 out of 250 possible points on a shooting test and did well when shooting rapidly over long distances and aiming at moving targets.
Okay.
He's really quite good at this.
All right.
And then I was also watching a doc on him too, and that's where there was like some other old Marine was like talking about him, and he was just like, and there ain't no better way for a Marine to go out than go up showing everybody he could still shoot like a motherfucker. And I'm just like, oh,
I
good.
guess so,
That's cool. Yeah. He could also just die peacefully in his sleep surrounded by his family.
Have
but
a nice military funeral, a nice little 21 gun salute, something like that could be a good way to go out. So what's his MO?
Well, before we get to his MO, I want to make sure that we clarify his body count. He shot 12 from the tower, but his overall body count was 18.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, he shot 12 from the tower. He shot 4 on his way up to the tower, and he shot his wife and his mother before he got to the tower.
Ah, yes.
But in order to save them, that's what you guys don't understand, is that he wanted to save them from embarrassment.
Yeah, that's true. He didn't want them to see all the terrible news stories.
I feel
about
like
the
I'd say
boy they love.
if Jackie ever went on a killing spree, I'd just be like, you know what? I can live with the embarrassment.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, that's going to give me good numbers.
Yeah, Jackie Zabrowski would go on a wonderful killing spree.
Yeah.
Speaking of killing sprees, Marcus has quite an unbelievable video of him shooting what is it?
AR-15.
An AR-15.
Yeah.
So when you go on your killing spree, that'll be all over the news.
I'll post it. I'll post it on the page because you can see my maniacal joy.
Oh, he's having a great time.
After shooting it. I'm just laughing so hard.
That's right.
But he climbed up to the top of the bell tower in UT. And before we get into really like his kind of private life, I just want to say, I have been there. Right. I have been to the University of Texas, to the courtyard where he killed most of his victims.
These are your people.
These are my people. This is
Yeah.
Texas, you know?
Right.
And I've seen from the lengths, the distance that he shot these people.
He was good, huh?
My God. And it is terrifying to think that a man is that good.
Oh yeah, he was pulling a Michael Jordan 3-beat.
Yeah.
Like this was his golden moment. This was the moment he was born to do, and he knew it from years before that he was going to, because he kept saying it. He kept saying to everyone, it's just like, you just go up at that bell tower and start shooting people. He'd already ran it through in his brain. I mean,
over and over again.
Well, he's the only one out of the ones that we're going to talk about today that did not have psychological problems as a child.
Okay.
He had a relatively normal upbringing, especially for Texas at the time. You know? Yeah, his dad was a piece of shit. Yeah, his dad beat him.
Yeah, but most Texas older men, once you hit 45, you just slowly turn into a beer guzzling, big hat wearing, shit kicking clod stomper.
Sure.
You know what? I'd take it back. Me and Henry, you can share this one. He grew up in Florida.
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
this is the Florida guy.
Yeah.
Florida created Mr. Charles Whitman.
Where
Very
did he
interesting.
grow up in Florida?
West Palm Beach.
Whoa, where the Mets train. Mookie Wilson. Mookie Wilson spent some time there. Howard Johnson spent some time there.
He was a popular guy, moderately intelligent,
Sure.
pretty normal. The only trouble he really got into leading up to this, because a lot of these guys have criminal records, the only trouble that he got into was when he was in college. Him and a couple of buddies went out, they shot a deer, they brought it back to their dorm, and they tried cleaning it in their dorm showers.
Well,
That's
that is
just goofy.
That's
Yeah.
redneck pranks.
Yeah, that's
That
just
is a
redneck
redneck
pranks.
prank.
And when he was in the Marines, he got into trouble for gambling.
Okay.
He had a
Gotta
little
let
bit.
off some steam.
Yeah,
Indeed.
he got into trouble for usury.
I mean,
for
that's kind of
usury?
hardcore. That's like
Yeah.
that's
What's
a biblical
usury?
crime. That's lending money and looking for interest.
Yeah, that's lending money in an unethical manner. Meaning, if you don't
What
give me my
every bank does?
if you don't,
No,
well,
it's what the Bible did to do a slight to a certain race of people
Ah, very
I will
interesting.
that have been much maligned over time.
Right,
And I
right,
won't
right,
say Jews.
Oh, I thought it was the Scandinavians, not the Scandinavians. Okay.
It's essentially it's like the modern day version of it is if you don't have my $30 by Friday, I'm going to break your pinky.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I love my pinky.
Yeah,
I'll just
I'm
have
going
your
to
money.
take you up to the top of the University of Texas's bell tower,
Sure.
and I'm going to use you as a gun and throw you at people from the bell tower.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I could take out a lot of people if you threw me.
Yeah,
Yes.
like a whole other big man. I don't know.
I don't know.
Like
I guess
4 kids.
Yeah, maybe 4 kids.
First of
yeah.
all, it's me getting you up and
That's a
throwing
lot
you
of
like a
work.
spear, and I
Yeah.
don't got that kind of time.
No,
ain't
no.
nobody got time for that.
I know. It's tough.
So after years and years of doing various things, he was a student at UT very briefly.
Okay.
But couldn't quite hack it. After this, in the weeks and months and possibly years leading up to the shootings, he started getting these blinding headaches.
Okay.
My head is killing me. And it's like after a while, that's
Yeah.
going to make you start connecting every single thing that happens into your life that while you're having a headache is going to make you mad. And then when you're not having a headache and you still see Kathy coming in, she's just like, oh, Charles, they dropped one of the eggs. And you're just like, my head is killing me.
And he goes to a few different doctors and he tells them, listen, I have these blinding headaches. I'm starting to have very aggressive thoughts. I'm worried that I might do something.
Well, he definitely slapped his wife around the first couple times. That was the thing. He met his lovely
during
wife,
the
Kathy.
headaches?
What I mean, they were probably happening at the time. I know as soon as they got together, she was like his dream woman.
Right.
And then he immediately started like barking on her.
I mean, they were
Yeah.
married for 4 years before the massacre happened. They married
Yeah.
in 1962.
Okay.
At the same time, I just really feel like ladies, men, if your significant other starts screaming about his headaches
If he
and talking
starts
about
to
how he's going to go
act-
to the top of the tower, just try to stop him.
If he starts to act like Jeff Goldblum in the movie The Fly, just get out of there.
Yeah,
He's
doing
gonna
pull-ups
turn
at
into
4
a killer
o'clock in the morning.
It's not good. I mean, sure, he'll be strong for a couple of nights, and you can grab a strong man back and ride it, and it's hot and it's steamy. But he's
But
a killer.
Still, he's a killer.
A real.
You're gonna get it, woman.
You're gonna die.
So the day before the shootings, Whitman went out, bought a pair of binoculars and a knife from a hardware store, some Spam from 7-Eleven.
Hell yeah.
Yep, picked up his
They're just
wife's
making cookies later.
That's spam. That's spam.
What did he?
That's Pam.
Pam. He bought Spam.
Spam, yeah.
So Spam was what fueled this
You
killing
said- You
spree.
thought that he went and bought a bottle of Pam?
I don't know what he's oiling
Like a
up.
bunch of spray butter?
Why not?
What would he use it for?
I don't. The other day, I put some Pam on some bread, grilled it right up. It tasted okay.
That's disgusting.
It was sad, but who cares? We're not here to judge me. We're talking about Charles Whitman.
But I
for
heard
Christ's
what he
sake.
was going to do is going to use the Pam to spray up the courtyard in front of the bell tower
would
so
have been
people go
amazing.
slip sliding all over it. Before he decided to start shooting people, he's like, I'm going to make the world's slipperiest courtyard.
Yes, this will be the funniest spree killing ever.
Oh, banana peels.
That would be quite amazing.
As many whoopee cushions as a man can fart upon.
So that's a sad time to kill a person after they just sat on a whoopee cushion.
Yeah.
So he goes, he picks up his wife. They go and hang out with some of their friends that afternoon. He drops off his wife at her night shift, and this is when he pens his suicide note.
Okay.
Yes, and I love this letter. He really does well. You could really hear it all in this. So Should I begin?
Yeah, read that note.
Reading.
Is that a vocal warm-up for you? I don't think that's a theatrical vocal warm-up.
Well, we don't have any recordings of Charles Whitman's voice, so we really have no way of knowing what he actually sounded like.
Interesting.
Sunday, July 31st. That was the other problem. It was his tiny, teeny voice.
Big man, tiny voice.
6:45 p.m. I don't quite understand what it is that compels me to type this letter. Perhaps it is to leave some vague reason for the actions I have recently performed. I don't really understand myself these days. I'm supposed to be an average, reasonable, and intelligent young man. However, lately, I can't recall when it started, I've been a victim of many unusual and irrational thoughts. These thoughts constantly recur, and it requires a tremendous mental effort to concentrate on useful and progressive tasks. In March, when my parents made a physical break, I noticed a great deal of stress. I consulted a Dr. Hakram at the University Health Center and asked him to recommend someone that I could consult with about some psychiatric disorders I felt I had.
Right.
I talked with the doctor once for about 2 hours and tried to convey to him my fears that I felt come overwhelming, violent impulses. After one session, I never saw the doctor again. I wonder why.
I don't know. I mean, but what doctor just releases him after all that?
I mean, a scared doctor. A doctor looking out for number one, which I understand.
I think it's a doctor who came in at 4:57. The doctor was off work at 5. He's like, you got 3 minutes.
You got 3 minutes, so you got
know,
unconventional violent thoughts. Okay, I gotta go. I'll see you
and you're
soon.
fine. Just get on out of here. Office closed.
It's really take some aspirin.
Medical records indicate that he just gave him some Valium.
Perfect.
That's actually a very good thing. He should have had that.
That's great. He should have been having that 24/7 because if he
Indeed.
was asleep, he wouldn't have been killing
That's
everyone.
right. Get him on the drip.
And since I have been fighting my mental turmoil alone and seemingly to no avail. After my death, I wish that an autopsy would be performed on me to see if there is any visible physical disorder. I've had some tremendous headaches in the past and have consumed 2 large bottles of Excedrin in the past 3 months. It was after much thought.
Little yellow.
Little.
This is not an advertisement for Excedrin.
Little, yellow, different.
This podcast is brought to you by Squarespace. Squarespace is an all-in-one website platform that helps you stand out online. Yes, that's right. You don't have to smash your face with a hammer. You can just start a business. It's got everything you need on Squarespace, from securing your domain to building a professional site and showcasing your work all in one place. Let's say you want to show everybody how you can carve your ribs out of your lower abdomen so that you look more like a Ken doll. That's amazing. You can bring your vision to life with AI-powered design or curated templates, plus flexible editing tools that helps you create something that truly reflects your style, especially if you are somebody that is trying to corrupt the young men of America. That's what Squarespace is really going to help you. Squarespace makes it easy. It makes it easy for you to put all that together, and you just go to Squarespace and do it all. Thanks, Braden. Head to squarespace.com/left for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use offer code LEFT to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Summer schedules can get busy fast with camps, vacations, sports, family time. And, every single time Carmi eats a block of dark chocolate, we got to take her to the emergency room. You know how much time that takes, all right? IXL makes it easy to keep learning part of the routine in just a few minutes a day. IXL is an award-winning online learning platform that helps kids truly understand what they're learning, whether they're building math confidence, strengthening reading and writing skills, or reviewing science concepts. From pre-K through 12th grade, IXL offers personalized, interactive learning that adapts to each child's level and pace, which is great because Carmi has been really slow in biology, and Wendy has really been struggling with American history, mostly just because she doesn't agree with the way it's being taught. So it's really important. You make an impact on your child's learning. Wendy, as soon as she gets her chicken, she is ready for all of her lessons. And Carmi just really has to eat 5 or 6 bites of liver, beef liver, chicken liver, and then she can really get down to, I'm hoping this is the year she reads To Kill a Mockingbird. So really, IXL, thank you. Make an impact on your child's learning. Get Get IXL now. And Last Podcast on the Left listeners can get an exclusive 20% off at IXL membership when they sign up today at IXL.com/left. Visit IXL.com/left to get the most effective learning program out there at the best price.
Hey there, everybody. Is your cell phone bill too much money? Are you getting that bill and you're like, hey, what is this? I can't believe for what? For 5G? Are you crazy right now? $100? I don't even barely got any bars when I'm just sitting in my living room. Okay? You don't have to deal with that anymore. Are you ready for this? $15 a month. That's right. $15 a month on Mint Mobile. Yeah, baby. Get their wireless plan. Because they're just sitting there on the T-Mobile 5G network, and it's just $15. Your whole life, you're just paying all this money every month. You're like, why? Where's it going? It's going to these phone companies that are robbing you. So go to Mint Mobile. Let them help you talk to your mom. So get your new wireless plan for just $15 a month. Go to mintmobile.com/LPOTL. That's mintmobile.com/LPOTL. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/LPOTL. That's it. There's no catch. Upfront payment of $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, $180 for 12 months. Plan required, $15 per month equivalent. Taxes and fees extra. Initial plan term only. Greater than 50 gigabytes may slow when the network is busy. Includes up to 20 gigabytes hotspot. Capable device required. Availability, speed, and coverage varies. See mintmobile.com.
It was after much thought that I decided to kill my wife, Kathy, tonight after I pick her up from work at the telephone company.
Charles,
hey, honey,
have you
maybe
thought
we
about
shouldn't
this?
think so much. Honey, I couldn't help but notice that you drew my face on a target.
Yes,
and
honey.
I don't
I'm
appreciate
always
it.
thinking
So
about you.
we're gonna have dinner with Jim and Pam.
I've been thinking a lot about you lately, honey.
I love her dearly, and she has been as fine a wife to me as any man could ever hope to have. I cannot rationally pinpoint any specific reason for doing this. I don't know whether it is selfishness or if I don't want her to have to face the embarrassment my actions would surely cause her.
I bet you she could have dealt with the
She
embarrassment.
could have been fine.
Yeah, she would.
There's a lot of stuff you can do when you're alive.
She might not have loved him. She might be happy that he's dead.
Yeah. At this time, though, the prominent reason in my mind is that I truly do not consider this world worth living in and am prepared to die, and I do not want to leave her to suffer alone in it. I intend to kill her as painlessly as possible. He stabbed her like 15 times.
Yeah, he's like sort of a hero, but then not at all a hero.
Same thing with his mama.
Yeah.
Similar reasons provoke me to take my mother's life as well also. I don't think the poor woman has ever enjoyed life as she is entitled to.
I will crawl back inside of her and eat my way out.
I need my way out. I heard that the uterus is chewy like bubblegum.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
She was a simple young woman who married a very possessive and dominating man all my life as a boy until I ran away from home to join the Marine Corps.
So I'm just happy to be nothing like my dad. I'm nothing like my father.
So what happens here is that two people showed up, a handwritten addendum after he wrote this. He killed his wife, which he brought her home, right?
Yeah.
He killed his wife by stabbing her a bunch of times. Then, while he was writing this letter, friends came over and hung out with him. And they said the only unusual thing is that he had the typewriter out in the living room. But otherwise, we had a fairly pleasant conversation.
That's nice.
You know, and these talked about it. He got him off. And then he writes, friends interrupted, August 1st, 1966. Monday, 3 a.m., both dead. I was a witness to her being beaten at least once a month. Then when she took enough, my father wanted to fight to keep her below her usual standard of living. I imagine it appears that I brutally killed both of my loved ones.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a fact.
You did, so.
I was only trying to do a quick, thorough job. If my life insurance policy is valid, please see that all the worthless checks I wrote this weekend are made good. It's like you, Ben.
Yeah, it's a nice Colonial Pen commercial.
Please pay off my debts. I'm 25 years old and I've been financially independent. That's more than Holden McNeely's got to say.
That's right. Hold him from the round table. Very sad.
Donate the rest anonymously to a mental health foundation. Maybe research can prevent further tragedies of this type. Charles Jumpy Whitman.
You went Jumpy.
It's Jay, so I think
okay.
I think his middle name was Jumpy.
I think so.
Give our dog to my in-laws, please. Tell them Kathy loved Scotchy very much.
Oh, very nice. Extremely concerned about the dog. I'm happy he didn't kill the dog.
Yes.
He does have a heart.
Yeah, and then he wrote a letter that he put next to his mom's corpse, if you want me to read it as well.
Yeah, what's the point of that one?
To whom it may concern.
Well, your mother.
I have just taken my mother's life. I am very upset over having done it. However, I feel if there is a heaven, she is definitely there now. If not, I guess she's fucked.
That's not a very nice letter, Charles.
And if there is no life after, I have relieved her of her suffering here on earth. The intense hatred I feel for my father is beyond description. My mother gave that man the 25 best years of her life, and because she finally took enough of his beatings, humiliation, and degradation and tribulations that I am sure no one but she and he will ever know, to leave him. He has chosen to treat her like a slut that you would bed down with, accept her favors and through a pittance in return. I am truly sorry that this is the only way I could see to relieve her sufferings, but I think it was best.
Charles, say 3 nice things about your mother.
She's got a strong back, she's got a beaten stomach, and she's got a winking eye.
Okay, that's nice.
Let there be no doubt in your mind, I love that woman with all of my heart. Jeez. If there exists a God, let him understand my actions and judge me accordingly. Charles Jumpy Whitman.
I still don't fully understand. He killed her because she was beat? I mean, it's kind of
he killed her. I mean, he's
slightly worse than his father.
Yes.
You know, because he killed her.
He stabbed her a bunch.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
So he finally finished all this up about 3 a.m. The next day, he went out to the Austin Rental Company and rented a hand truck.
It's work day.
Big hand truck, because he's got a lot of shit to take with him.
Got a lot of packages.
Yeah. A lot of stuff.
He's like a fun little Santa.
He went over to a hardware store. He purchased a Universal M1 carbine. Pretty badass gun. Just hunting rifle.
Is that a Marine gun or is that a hunting rifle?
Marine gun at the time was an M16.
Cool.
Yeah, that's a hunting rifle. 8 boxes of ammunition. Told him he's going out hunt wild hogs.
Oh, very interesting. Yeah,
And
indeed.
then he went to
Long pig.
I've seen the ladies in Texas. UT, hello.
And then he went
how are you, Samantha? It's nice to meet you.
I'm going to biology class.
Oh, man, you're so fucking hot.
He then drove to Chuck's gun shop where he purchased 4 more magazines.
Hey, welcome to Chuck's gun shop. How can I help you?
Yeah, I like someone that helps me. I just want to show them all, man.
Upsell this guy. Upsell him on the better rifles. This guy's looking to buy.
He bought 6 more boxes of ammunition and a can of gun cleaning solvent. He then went to Sears, where he purchased a Sears Model 60 12-gauge semi-automatic shotgun, and then went back on home.
And a nice dresser set as well.
Yeah.
That's one thing he doesn't mention in that.
Then
a bunch of plus-size brassieres.
It's interesting, yeah.
Then he sawed off the barrel of a 12-gauge shotgun, packed the women along with a Remington 700 6mm bolt-action hunting rifle, a 35 caliber pump rifle, a 30 caliber carbine, a 9mm Luger pistol, a Gallica Brescia 25 caliber pistol, and a Smith & Wesson M19 357 Magnum revolver, 700 rounds of ammunition, all into his footlocker. He already packed food, coffee, vitamins, Dexedrine, Excedrine, earplugs, jugs of water, matches, lighter fluid, rope, binoculars, a machete, 3 knives, a transistor radio, toilet paper, a razor, and a bottle of deodorant.
So he was prepared.
Ready for Y2K, acting like Antonio Banderas in the movie Desperado.
And he did all this before 11 a.m.
Wow, that's amazing.
Look at us. We barely get a podcast done. It just now turned 11.
Wow, we've done nothing with our day.
I've had 4 cups of coffee in about 25 minutes. You know what the other thing is? The thing about Charles Whitman is that he was really hopped up on Dexedrine.
Yeah, he was really like he
and
was
that
just
did
on
not
speed.
help his headaches
What's
at
the
all.
point of Dexedrine? What does that do?
It's like it was beatnik uppers. It's like what Jet Kerouac did, and that's why he saw fireworks in the sky and it reminded him of his friends, because him and his friends are all going, "Hey, buddy, hey, yeah, man, no, okay, listen, I wrote this poem on the sidewalk. Hey, sidewalk, you're so flat, sometimes plants grow on the sidewalks. Sometimes you walk up with your feet got shoes, feet attached to legs, you got hips. Oh,
chatty friends, very smart.
And you wonder why they're all just not good by 40.
Yeah, it's tough. It's like their brains are gone.
Done.
All right, so he's got all these things.
And Charles Whitman is 25 too.
He's young.
What
He's
were you
spry.
doing when you were 25?
I wasn't going to towers sniping a bunch of kids. I'll tell you that much. I was a total loser. No ambition, no goals in life.
So he gets on campus by showing a fake ID permit as a research equipment, says he was delivering equipment. And that's when he was like, yeah, I've got, all these boxes over here that I got to deliver. So he wheels the dolly.
You wouldn't happen to have any Advil or something, would you?
Get it together, Charles. Get it together. You're losing it, man. Acting like Johnny Depp in Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas when he's hanging out at the fucking carnival tripping nuts.
Yep. And so he goes up to the tower and he tries pressing the elevator and the elevator's not working.
I'm gonna take
It's like
the
that
stairs.
Jason Alexander movie.
Yeah.
Dunstan checks in.
Yeah,
yes.
the monkey movie.
The monkey movie.
When does the monkey get shot in the head in that movie?
I'm not sure. I think it goes to University of
I wanna
Texas to study
find a movie-
biology.
I want to find a movie that's brave enough to start shooting monkeys in the head.
Dunstan checks out.
Yeah, 'cause if they're like people,
Yeah. Might as well.
But Vera
Kill
Palmer, a very helpful University of Texas employee, said, well, it looks like it ain't powered on. Let me turn that on for you.
Oh, so he's the real person that
Yeah.
caused the murder at the
And then
University of Texas.
Yeah, he also told JFK, he's like, you should keep the hood down.
It's
a
hot
nice
in Texas.
sunny day.
It's hot in Texas. People
Go
love
to-
to see your face. Big old round
in
Irish
Germany in 1932. It's like, I would say that painting is not as good as it could be. I think that he needs to maybe do some more independent study before we let him into school.
I think if you just put your hand like real sharp at like a 75-degree angle, people might respond to that. They might like that, just the hand movement, but I don't know much anyway.
So after Vera turned on the elevator, Whitman says to her, you don't know how happy that makes me.
Yeah, that's so scary.
Oh, man, just
it's-
another future massacre I caused, that's all.
You could just hear it in his voice too, because of his face. Because he looks like a block of Wisconsin cheese. Like he's got one of those like long tube heads. Like he's a full American, where it's like his like buzz cut just sits on the top of his fucking cylinder like head, and he's just like, you have no idea how happy that makes me.
And he
All right.
repeated it. How happy that makes me.
How happy that makes me. How happy that makes me. How happy that makes me. All right, so he's in the elevator.
So it's at this, he goes up to the 27th floor. Of course, the elevator doesn't go all the way to the clock tower observation deck, and he starts lugging all of his shit up the stairs, and this is when the public killing starts.
Yes. Okay.
This is when he just starts attacking anyone that he sees. The first one is an old woman. He fucking hits her in the face with the butt of his rifle, and then he hits her again when she gets on the floor and smashes her fucking skull open.
Yeah.
So
Drags
he doesn't
her behind.
actually shoot her.
Drags her behind
Wow.
a couch.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then he goes up the stairs. He gets up there, and then it's a fucking family. He's just going like they're going to go see the bell tower. And
Cheryl
he's like,
Botts and Don Walden.
Daddy, I want to go see the bell tower. And he's just
Right.
like, if you just shut your goddamn mouth for a second, we're gonna get up to the tower.
You are making my head explode, son.
And then when he got up to the observation deck, there was two people up there, and Whitman had the gun in his hand. And one of the guys says that he thought Whitman was there to shoot pigeons.
Sure, yeah.
And they exchanged brief pleasantries, and then the couple left.
Oh, okay.
Man, that's all you have. That's why instead of just screaming, flipping out, be nice to the man with the gun.
Yeah.
Just be
Yeah.
like, oh, so you're shooting pigeons? You help him. And he'll be like, yeah, shooting pigeons, all right. And it's like, well, I'll be seeing you, buddy. You know, it's like
Well,
you
that's
can
the
get
thing.
in and out.
I mean, when you tell Whitman, like, shooting pigeons, he's like, well, that guy sees how I see the people. This is large pigeons. He gets me. He
You
understands.
get out of here. I like the way you. I like the cut of your jib.
That's right. They're
Get
little
on outta
walking
here.
pigeons. That's what I call them. Little can't fly pigeons.
And so then he barricades the stairs to make sure nobody can get in.
Right.
But he sees a couple of two families coming up the stairs, try to get to the observation deck, and they start looking through the barricade, try to see what's going on. And
Daddy, I want to go outside. Some losers burned up the door to think he's out there, Daddy.
And that's when Whitman put a shotgun through the hole and blasted him in the head and instantly killed him.
All right, very good.
Yeah.
Sounds.
And
I'm
then
happy
he-
that kid's dead.
Yeah, he shot two kids. He shot they were 16 and 18. He shot and killed one, and then shot another one who got knocked unconscious. He fired the sawed-off 3 more times through the gates. He wounded the mother in the head, one of the mothers in the head, and then he killed Marguerite Lamport with a shot to the chest.
Okay.
And that's This is when the real killing starts.
That's the story of America.
He's just all excited. This is his moment to shine.
This is just his moment, man. And
This is his so you think you can dance moment.
Yeah. So what does he do here? So
he operates the entire time on the old sniper rule: one shot, one kill.
Okay.
He does not shoot anyone once they fall into the ground. After they fall into the ground, leaves them be. He's like, either they're dead or they're not.
And then
I don't care.
He spread his guns all around the entire watchtower so that he would just go pick up a gun, shoot, run to the other point of the watchtower, pick up another gun and shoot, to the point where
like that American Gladiators game.
Yes, and then like literally because when the police showed up, they thought that there was 4 snipers up there.
Oh, okay.
Because he was shooting from all sides of he was a pro.
Right.
This guy was finely tuned killing machine made by the American government.
That's right.
There's nothing I love better than when the beautiful toys of war that we make come back and haunt us. Because it's like, good work, guys.
Yeah.
You did it.
Yeah.
Good work. Yeah, he's great at it.
Yeah.
You know?
It's amazing. His first victim was an 18-year-old girl, 8 months pregnant.
Yeah, he shot her right through the belly. That was a big thing. Is that he
2
literally
victims or 1 victim?
2 victims.
That's
Two
2 victims. Okay.
I think they actually only count if we're counting 2 victims. I think it's 13.
Okay.
I actually no. I think he just killed the baby. She lived. He just killed the baby. He purposely shot the stomach.
That's how good he
right.
was,
Yes.
huh? Wow.
Yeah.
and then he shot
woman
the
that-
boyfriend when he went to go help her.
Oh, I see.
Yep,
Good
and
enough to
this is
kill a
when-
baby in utero.
And this
Pretty
is when
remarkable.
he just starts picking people off, shooting guys in the back, shooting some people in the arm.
Right.
And he's shooting people that are going out to help. And some of the people are saying, it's like, that was the day when you knew. One guy said, like, that was the day that you figure out whether you're a hero or a coward. And I'm a coward.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, I didn't go out to help.
Of course
There's-
not.
I'm not
there's
going
no-
out. Are you
there's
crazy?
no way
It's
in hell.
raining bullets.
No, there was just one story. 2 guys were talking about how they were running through the courtyard. Bullets were like flying all around him, like grabbing a dude. Thank God, a car pulled up in the middle thing that was getting riddled with bullets, and they like put a body in the back of the car, and he died by the time they got away. They only killed 1 officer, and then I was saying before,
Yeah,
what was
he killed a basketball coach from a distance of a quarter mile.
How
Yeah.
long was all this going on for? What do you think?
It's just an hour, right?
The whole thing happened. Let's see here. He was shooting off for about 15 minutes before
Okay.
the cops were even
And
called.
so when the
I mean,
cops
that
came-
was before, his first initial shooting. People had no idea what the fuck was going on. It was one of those. He was shooting people from so far away that you were just seeing people fall.
Yeah.
Right,
It's
right,
like,
right, right.
what the fuck is happening? People's arms are just exploding. Like
Yeah.
you might hear like a, but it wasn't. People just had no fucking
he
clue what
was
was going on
kinda fun.
or where the shots were coming
He was
from.
totally right about the bell tower. It was exactly what he needed to be. It's where he needed to be in order to do what he wanted to do.
Right.
But so basically, this is also a great story of like when the cops started showing up. The big thing about them is that they just have rifles. They have guns. They have handguns. So they can't reach him where he is. So they want to call the cops showed up. They're like, "What the fuck do we do?" And this is just an example of like all of Austin, Texas was like, let's get our guns, boys. And they all went and got their high-powered deer rifles and came back to the scene and then started pinning Whitman down by shooting at him. Like all of the NRA
Right,
came and protected themselves. And basically because the cops had no communication amongst themselves. This is before they had any sort of like walkie-talkies. They 3 cops independently decided to be like, well, we're going to take him out. And so they snuck underneath. They ran him through gunfire to the bell tower, and they were saying it's like 3 different dudes and 1 civilian got to the bell tower and on different points of the building, went in different entrances, and all showed up on the same floor, the floor below the actual observation deck.
Right.
And they're all like, they all came out of elevators like, like pointing guns at each
Yeah,
other,
yeah,
like
yeah.
almost immediately killing each other.
And before that,
That's
I mean,
great.
hell, they even brought out an airplane. Like they
And he started shooting at the airplane.
Yeah, they brought out an airplane with a police sharpshooter in it, but the turbulence was just too much.
Too much.
And they could never get a shot on him. And Whitman just started.
So how did he end up getting taken out?
Well, 3 officers
All right.
went in there. Their names were Ramiro Martinez, Jerry Day, and the hero of the day, Houston McCoy.
And
Houston
he was the
McCoy.
most affected by it too. They said
Yeah.
because he was a deeply religious man, and he was really fucked up by what he had to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, he absolutely, because they were, they saw all of these bodies
Right.
on their way up.
All right.
So Martinez, followed closely by McCoy, proceeded north on the east deck, while Day, followed by Crum, proceeded west on the south deck with the intention of encircling Whitman, trying to get him on both sides. Several feet before he reached the southwest corner, Crum, who was a civilian,
All right.
accidentally shot his rifle off.
That happens.
Yeah.
That'll happen.
Yeah, you can't just let Bumbley Crumb in there, and he's just like, I never shot a goose. I got bells on my boots.
Bells on his boots.
That's my problem.
Well,
I'll
that's
scare
Crumb
all
for
the
you.
birds away. That's sad for
Yeah.
me.
And so when Whitman turns to look at Crum one way, one of the other guys, Martinez, he jumps out of the shadows and shoots at Whitman 6 times. He empties out his 38 at Whitman, misses every single shot.
Come on. You got to hit him with one of those.
And,
You got to be in the clutch.
You got to.
and that is when Houston McCoy jumps out and just unloads both barrels of a 12-gauge shotgun right into the motherfucker's head, chest, and arms.
Oh, all right.
Boom, dead.
Houston McCoy, savior of the day.
And this really introduced the idea of a spree killer to America. I mean, it's like we had the Stark with Charles Starkweather, and we had other people, but this was the first guy to show all of the country his rage, and became a poster boy for this, and then turned into the post office killings, and then turned into what we have now, which is by the time we got to Virginia Tech, when the Virginia Tech shooting happened, there were 4 other shootings that week.
Yeah.
At various universities and offices.
Yeah, universities became quite a battleground there.
No, Charles Whitman was
for
the
a while.
Benjamin Franklin of American crime. Like, this is a guy who was inventing a new way to do shit.
Yeah.
He was the Michael Jackson.
Yeah, this is sort of his moonwalk situation. Really changed the face of
And by the
violence
way,
forever.
they did do the autopsy on his body after he was killed, and they found a pretty big fucking tumor in his
Yeah,
brain.
the big tumor in the
It's not
center
a
of his
tumor.
brain.
Yeah.
It's not
it was a tumor.
It was
a tumor.
It was.
I'm
Turns out it
sorry.
was. That Kindergarten Cop, that movie could have ended much better had Arnold gone up to a small sniper stand and just shot all those kids.
I think that maybe I could have actually been a tumor.
I think it's a tumor. Let's go to America's #1 spree killing of all time. Also took place at a university, the University of Virginia Tech.
Yeah,
Marcus,
Seung-Hui Cho.
Seung-Hui Cho.
Now this guy, this is a horrible case. This is a thing that's like you can see this type of person happening all over the country. If you go to school in America, you see these people all the time.
He was
Seung-Hui
extremely
was
introverted.
Extremely introverted. What they found out when Seung-Hui Cho was a child, when they found out when he was growing up, is that he suffered from this thing called selective mutivism.
Okay.
Which is the idea that he was just being like super shy.
Yeah,
and he
right.
only speaks like 4 people. There was a lot of people who basically figured that he probably only spoke like 200 words in his lifetime.
Right.
Like he barely spoke.
Yeah.
And so basically what happened is that led up until he had a lot of different he had a lot of different social problems for forever until he got to his senior year of being at Virginia Tech. Went in there to be a IT guy, and
of
he
course.
excelled in that because basically, as he got through high school, using medication and therapy, they were like, okay, well, he's breaking out of his shell, and he's like, I don't want to do this therapy no more. I want to go.
So his
be
father's
a
like
student."
Guatemalan
And I'll
and his
also say
mother's
this
Asian,
about this.
something like
That's why I believe that the Hong Kong Henry Zebrowski persona
Uh-huh.
is taking back. It's a friendlier form of the Asian.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right,
This
right,
is
right,
an
right.
outgoing. He likes the people. He
Right.
likes to talk and be with the people.
Sure,
He has a
right.
girlfriend.
Hong Kong
You know?
Henry Zebrowski has a girlfriend.
Oh, she very big. Biggest girl in China.
That's a good thing for
Oh, I like when she got the rice berry.
the rice berry.
She's got a rice belly.
Interesting. Oh, I
but-
see. Rice belly.
The thing is that Seung Cho's voice is funnier than any voice we could
we wanna-
possibly do for
So
him.
this is we're gonna start at the ending, which is the videos that he made after he killed a girl. Her name was, I believe it was Elise Hirsch.
Elise Hirsch.
And he killed her and her roommate. There was a lot of speculation. What is her name? Hilscher It was Emily Hilscher, and he killed her roommate. And there was a lot of suspicion for a while that maybe that it was because she was his ex-girlfriend, and that is absolutely not true. Because he invented a number of fake personas that he said were like friends of his. Like basically, he said that he had a fake girlfriend. He told his like roommate that he had an imaginary girlfriend who called him, I believe it was Snacky. We called him as a nickname Snacky. And then he started calling himself question mark in class and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And this was this final impersonation, the final character he played, like Henry Zebrowski. He played a character named Axe Ishmael. And this was after he killed Emily and her roommate. He made this video to send to NBC.
I didn't have to do this. I could have left. I could have fled. But no, I will no longer run. If not for me, for my children, for my brothers and sisters, the chief.
Whoa.
I did it for them.
The strong
You
language.
had 100 billion chances and ways to have avoided today, but you decided to spill my blood. You forced me into a corner and gave me only one option. The decision was yours. Now you have blood on your hands that will never wash off. You sadistic snobs, I may be nothing but a piece of You have vandalized my heart, raped my soul, and torched my conscience. You thought it was one pathetic void life you were extinguishing. Thanks to you, I die, like Jesus Christ, to inspire generations of the weak and the defenseless people. Do you know what it feels like to be spit on your face and have trash shoved down your throat? Do you know what it feels like to dig your own grave? Do you know what it feels like to have your throat slashed from ear to ear? Do you know what it feels like to be torched alive? Do you know what it feels like to be humiliated and be impaled upon on a cross and left to bleed to death for your amusement?
This is like kids I played Magic
You have
with.
never felt a single ounce of pain your whole life. Yet you want to inject as much misery in our lives as you can, just because you can. You had everything you wanted. Your Mercedes wasn't enough, you brats. Your golden necklaces weren't enough, you snobs. Your trust fund wasn't enough.
He grew up in a
Your
$500,000
cognac
house.
weren't enough. All your debaucheries weren't enough. Those weren't enough to fulfill your hedonistic needs. You had everything. You just loved crucifying me. You loved inducing cancer in my head, terrorizing my heart, and raping my soul all this time. When the time came, I did it. I had to.
All right, well, I'm happy he didn't talk very much, because when he did, it was very disturbing and it sounded awful.
That is a man who does not have practice with public speaking.
He had a beautiful singing voice.
Oh, yeah.
I had a dream.
Oh, gorgeous. Now, that's a
If
better...
only they knew.
Yeah,
but this is
fuck that Susan Boyle story.
So basically,
show on American Idol, that would have been something.
This is a very similar breakdown to what happened with another all-star, Adolf Hitler, who was basically, he went through his whole life never being able to express himself. People would ask him questions, and they would talk about. They interviewed his friends in elementary school, friends, quote unquote, people who sat next to him in elementary school,
right.
And they were like, he never said a single word. But everyone also said was the thing about him is that he was totally anonymous. No one made fun of him. Like he was
fine.
He was totally fine. Nobody bullied him. He grew up in a totally normal Korean household, which is just like it's very silent. And that they were talking to his elderly grandmother who was sitting in a puddle of spit, smoking like a 4-yard long cigarette.
Sure,
who was like talking, and she was like, being quiet in like Korean culture is like really respectable.
Right.
And his dad was also super shy, so they just thought he was fine. And then, I mean, they just didn't care. I mean, not that they didn't care. It's just a different type of parenting.
And just a real quick side note for those of you, I think a lot of Americans know, but people outside of the United States, if you don't know who Seung-Hui Cho is, he killed 32 people in one day.
It's the number one spree killing to ever happen in American soil.
Yeah,
He was also,
and number 3 worldwide.
But he was also a little Shakespeare. Can we read his one of his plays?
I want to just set it up for the fact that like what had happened with him was that he couldn't express himself, couldn't do anything. He gets to college, right? And when we're in college, we all discover a lot of things about ourselves.
Sure.
I started smoking weed. We had a great time, you know.
I don't like sucking a bunch of dicks, you know. I didn't enjoy that freshman. Oh, what are you talking about? What are we talking about?
Yeah. So
beards are scratchy.
Beards are
You're
scratchy.
just I learned that too. Yeah.
I hate the way their balls smell.
Whoa, yeah, there you learn that.
This is a paid ad by BetterHelp. You know, stigma shows up in a lot of different places. I know I had to explain to my handyman about the devil imagery in my home. I had to explain that in our home, El Diablo es bueno. And He reluctantly agreed, I think largely just because he was in my home and he was scared. But over time, he began to see, the devil can be my amigo. See, even in 2026, stigma can get in the way of a lot of things, right? My handyman almost didn't put up my floating media cabinet, right? You gotta get support for your mental health. Maybe you've encouraged friends to consider therapy while avoiding taking the first step yourself because you're busy, worried what others will think, or telling yourself you should handle it alone. No, you need a team. Get therapy with BetterHelp, the world's largest online therapy platform. Give me a space to slow down and talk through what's building before it feels unmanageable. So let's take a short questionnaire to identify your needs and preferences, and BetterHelp will handle the initial therapist matching work for you. Their industry-leading match rate means BetterHelp typically gets it right the first time. Feel confident knowing BetterHelp therapists work according to a strict code of ethics and are fully qualified. So don't let hesitation hold you back. Find support with BetterHelp. Sign up and get 10% off at betterhelp.com/lastpod. That's betterhelp.com/lastpod.
Hey there, everybody. I want to talk to you about horticulture. Yeah. Did you know that Fast Growing Trees is America's largest and most trusted online nursery? I did it. I got trees from them. I got bushes to cover up that stinky wall that my neighbor has in my house. It looks good. It's really going nice. But last year, I got an avocado tree, and woo, doggy, she grow fast. She grow real fast. It's budding already. It's been a year. Usually it takes a little bit longer than that. You know what? I don't even know if that's true or not. But it is budding, and it is growing. And you know what I did was I rent. I don't own my home, so I put it in a pot so I could take it with me, and it could be with me for the rest of my life. And now I got avocados forever. And just like Forrest Gump says, that's one less thing. All right, so go on to Fast Growing Trees and get yourself a tree that you want to see get tall super quick. Right now, they have great details on spring planting essentials, up to half off on select plants. And listeners to our show get 20% off their first purchase when using the code LEFT at checkout. Offer is valid for a limited time. Terms and conditions may apply. FastGrowingTrees.com.
It's obvious we love true crime, but it does make us feel a little paranoid about what's out there, as it should. And that's why it's so important to get a home security system that gives you peace of mind. With SimpliSafe, you can stop crimes before they even start using their AI-powered cameras to identify threats on your property and alert US-based live agents to take action. Like arriving in a helicopter in the night, coming down from the helicopter, zipping down and breaking through the windows with their big axes, and going through the house, ripping through the walls, finding the criminals. It's easy to do. SimpliSafe has been a game changer for us. And the best part, there's no long-term contract. We've used it since the very early days of SimpliSafe here at LPN, and it keeps us safe, doesn't it? It keeps all of our thoughts inside the building. Then there's the ones we let out because they have to go out because that's a part of it. But SimpliSafe keeps the other thoughts safe. And for that, we say thank you, SimpliSafe. And we want you to experience the same peace of mind as we, which is why we've partnered with SimpliSafe to offer an exclusive discount to all of our listeners. Right now, you can get 50% off your new system by visiting simplisafe.com/LPOTL. That's half off at simplisafe.com/LPOTL. There's no safe like SimpliSafe.
So he went and he was going to be an IT guy and he was doing fine in school. Like, he was never even a great student. He was just
a terrible
like, he was
student.
fine. He was whatever. And
He was an idiot.
he finally took a creative writing class.
That's right.
And he was like, this is it.
Life
He's
calling.
like, I can finally, this is it. I can sit. It's an introvert's way of expressing themselves. He's like, I can sit in a room. I can write. He's like, he went home that Christmas, his freshman year of Virginia Tech.
Perfect.
And he's like, Mom, Dad, I'm going to write a romantic novel.
Isn't that
and they're
nice?
like, sure.
You'll do great at it.
I guess that's whatever. You know,
Everyone
whatever.
described you as romantic.
So he wrote a bunch of it, brought it to the head of the creative writing program at Virginia Tech, and she's like, this is not, you are not a writer.
Some people have a calling to be a writer.
And so then he proceeded to write all of this shit. I don't know if you also read his poem. Do you want to start with his poem, Spear Me Down?
Oh, I can start with that.
Yeah, let's
Yes,
hear
so this
Spear Me
was-
Down.
this
I
is
want
when
to
he
hear
wrote-
him read it.
I mean,
I wish Cho
God
would
knows,
be
it would
alive.
take 25 minutes. But he wrote this poem in his creative writing class.
It's called Spare Me Down, Heaven.
Okay.
This thing, my life, all in agony, of hell of torture.
really good impression.
And years of bludgeoning torment, not tiny nuisances. Thank you. The disgust eyes, dirty frowns, and red fingers pointing at me, feeling all the patheticness and humiliation. What time is right to abort the null existence and retire from sick lifeblood, and yet feelings, thwarted by sun's beams ready to attack, averted by smiling faces ready to rape. Come, a wish to annihilate myself, if this wasn't true in my plaguing conscience. But Jesus Christ! Another day comes tomorrow, a shade better than present, if I can imagine, a day anew like a newborn or an old dying, when nothing is everything and everything is nothing, and all is mere shutting of eyelids. Good Christ! Rip me apart, tear me to shrivels, eat me to help me see a better day's worth and salvage this decaying thing from myself.
Yeah, he's better than Morrison. That wasn't that bad. I like what he
really
did with the
wasn't that bad.
newborn
It's
and
just-
old dead.
It's
That's
just
good.
very, he feels very sorry for himself because he finally going to express himself,
yeah.
and now he's just like, I'm ready to be a hippy dippy. I'm ready to be with the kids now.
He's not a cool guy.
But
You
the
know, it's
problem
very
is that-
difficult.
but that's what he was. And then he started calling himself question mark,
Which
and-
would work. You would assume he could probably get some pussy.
don't
His
think-
professor found his behavior, quote, menacing.
Yes, and then he said he made a
intense.
Facebook page for his question mark persona,
Okay.
in which he said that he lived in room 666 of the 6th floor of Cathan Hall, which there didn't exist. There was only 5 floors of Cathan Hall, and
Right.
everyone's just like, and he would talk about his imaginary girlfriend all the time, and it started escalating when he would show up in women's rooms with his baseball hat on and his like sunglasses over his face, and that's what he started doing, where he started to like hide himself, and then he'd like walk into women's room and be like, "What's up?" Name's question mark, and they'd be like, "Who are you?" And then he'd go and his roommate became his confidant, and he would like tell him all this stuff, and he'd be like, "Bro, that's like not chill, man."
It's not
And
chill
he was
at
just
all.
like, "No, I went in there. I went in there to see if their souls were cool." Like literally, that's what he
Yeah.
said to him, and he's just like, "Bro, that's not what you do, man. You fucking
He was going through a
hang
bad
out
phase,
with them,
you know?
man."
He was really going through a bad phase. Not
But
a
he-
cool guy.
And
trying to be cool.
he also did really weird things, like he would listen to the song "Shine" by Collective Soul over and
Oh,
over.
that's the
and
worst
over,
thing he's done.
Over and
What
over
a-
and over and
you
over
imagine
again.
this
Just
this
wouldn't stop
roommate
listening to it.
situation being like just calling your parents and you're like, yeah, he's a quiet like Asian kid, which is like fine, but then he listens to that song "Shine" by Collective Soul, that really shitty fucking
Calls
band.
himself question mark, which is just like
That's
the worst
weird.
fake menacing nickname of all time. And then he started calling, and then for the final moments he called himself Axe Ishmael, and there was a lot of
Right.
debate as to what Axe Ishmael meant. But so
Probably not much. It's the sad thing.
let's
Let's read some of his work.
begin some masterpiece theater.
Well, the only piece that we'll read for you guys today, it's a little play by the name of Richard McBeef.
Now, this is one of the sadly rejected pieces that got him to be where he is today in
Right.
the grave.
Yeah.
It is interesting. Hitler was a failed artist, and now, of course, this is the equivalent of a Hitler
Also, what we
painting,
found
I
was
suppose.
one interesting detail of his crimes is that he chained up all the doors, and there's a lot of talk about how like he may have had a couple of dry runs because they found chains on doors throughout the campus weeks leading up to it, and that he would write. He wrote a note in all of them saying like, if you try to open these doors, the building will explode.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was part of what kept people inside.
He was very he planned this out. He did it well.
Meticulously. He also went to
Meticulously.
2 different gun shops, and he recorded all those videos in 2 different hotel rooms that he
Okay.
rented.
So,
All right.
Richard McBeef, the cast of characters. Richard McBeef, stepfather, 40. Sue, mother, 40. John, son, 13. The setting, a living room, a basement, and a car.
Oh, my.
He's got the formatting down.
Yeah.
Act 1, Scene 1. It is morning. The sun is shining through the windows of the kitchen. John enters the kitchen, grabs a cereal bar, and opens it.
That's disgusting.
Richard McBeef is sitting in the kitchen with his legs crossed, reading the newspaper.
Hey, John.
He forces a smile at him.
What's up, dick?
He frowns.
Try Dad.
You ain't my dad, and you know it, you dick.
John chews on the cereal bar angrily.
Come on, John, sit down. We need to have a man-to-man talk.
Richard pulls a chair next to him from under the table.
Man a man up your ass, bud!
John sneers, then proceeds to the living room and turns on
The TV.
the TV. Richard follows him, sits down, and faces him.
I may not be your biological father, but I'm your new father. We live under the same roof. We really need to get along. Come on, son, give me a chance.
Richard gently rests his hand on John's lap.
What the hell are you doing?
John slaps Richard's hand.
What are you, a Catholic priest? I will not be molested by an aging, balding, overweight, pedophilic stepdad named Dick. Get your hands off me, you sicko! Damn you Catholic priest! Just stop it, Michael Jackson. Let me guess, you have a pet named Dick at Neverland Ranch and you want me to go with you to pet him, right?
He sighs and ignores the comment.
What is it you want from me? I mean, what do you want me to do? Why are you so angry at
Why
me?
am I so angry at you? Because you murdered my father so you could get into my mom's pants.
Now hold on right there, mister. It was a boating accident. I did everything I could to try to save your father.
Bullshit! Are you always full of shit, McBeef? I can see that you are by the extra fat you have packed on. You murdered my father and covered it up. You committed a conspiracy, just like what the government has done to John Lennon and Marilyn Monroe. What?
Frowning, he catches a glimpse of an old tabloid titled, "The Cover-Up of Marilyn Monroe and John Lennon."
You once worked for the government. As a janitor, at least. You hated the fact that my mom was with my dad. You knew my mom was too good for my father. So you took him out and you stole her, you son of a bitch. No, Dick! You shut the hell up and you listen to me. You what? You want me to stick this remote control up your ass, buddy? You ain't even worth it, man. This remote was $5. You're such a...
No, that's enough!
Richard
That's enough!
raises his hand to strike his stepson, but before he does, John's mom comes down the stairs. "Oh my God, what's going on?" She covers and hugs John and ushers him to the other end of the couch. "What are you doing to my son? You said you would have a nice chat to get on terms with him, and this is what I catch you do? What kind of stepfather are you? Pretending to be nice to him with a fake smile on your chubby face? Tell me, what were you trying to do to him? You were about to hit him. Damn you, Richard." I don't want to hear it! Sue tells John to go up to his room, but he observes the spectacle halfway up the staircase.
I swear, Sue, I tried talking to him. He called me a son of a...
How dare you! John would never say such a thing. My poor little pooey boy. He lost his father just a month ago. Show some compassion, some stepfather.
He tried to touch my privates.
Holy shit! Oops! Sorry, John. Dick, you son of a bit! She peeks at John. She approaches Richard and slaps Richard in the head multiple times. Taking off her shoes, she hits him hard. He brushes Sue with his large arm and build.
Sue, listen to me!
The manner and girth frightens her. Oh my God, what are you trying to do? Are you gonna hit me too? She cowers and runs into the kitchen. She grabs the first thing she can, which is a plate. Stay back! Stay back, or I'll... She throws the plate, shattering squarely on his forehead, but he is unmoved.
Whoa!
You fat piece of pork! John, go to your room and lock it! She runs down to the basement. Are you a bisexual psycho rapist murderer? Please stop following me! Don't kill me! She throws wrenches and pipes lying on the ground at him, but he is unhurt!
I didn't even do anything, okay? I'll stop following you.
He stopped with his hands in the air. He kneels. She throws a few more heavy objects at him.
Let me explain. John is a rambunctious, pubescent boy.
Oh my God, you are a pedophile!
No, Honey Poo!
Honey Poo?
Honey Poo, don't you believe me? John is just a mischievous kid who's having trouble getting over his father's death. He'll get over it. He just needs time.
Really?
Yes. Now why don't we go to the bedroom and do it doggy style?
Yeah.
Just the way you like it, Honey Poo.
In his room, he smiles and throws darts on the target that is the face of Richard.
I hate him. Must kill Dick. Must kill Dick. Dick must die. Kill Dick. Richard McBeef. What kind of name is that? What an asshole name. I don't like it. And look at his face. What an asshole face. I don't like his face at all. You don't think I can kill you, Dick? You don't think I can kill you? Gotcha. Got one eye? Got the other eye.
He runs down to the basement by his mother's side.
That fat man murdered Dad! He told me so while you were asleep, Mom. And he molested me.
What? Ah! She grabs a chainsaw and brandishes it at Richard. He runs out of the house and into his car. 30 minutes later, John goes out to Richard and sits on the passenger side, eating a cereal bar.
I wonder why it's so sunny out. Today is one fruity day.
John stares squarely at Richard with a contemptuous look, who is sitting with a flushed face.
Guess what, Dick? You want to know something? You want to know why I don't like you? Because you can't provide for my mom. You barely make the minimum wage, man. All you do for Mom is all that honey poo shit. Honey poo! Honey poo! You piece of shit. You were a janitor one time. You're a one-time truck driver. You taught preschool kids for 2 months. And now you are what you like to call yourself a chef, what the rest of the world calls hamburger flipper. Back where you came from, the pinnacle of your career was when you were a pro football player. How long did that last? 3 weeks? Haha! You're over the hills, Buster. Just look at yourself, all fat and lazy. Only if you were smart enough to stay in the league, you wouldn't be like this. A former player. No wonder your name is McPork. I mean McBeef. While the guys were packing on muscles, you were packing on McDonald's fat. Chowing down on 3 Big Macs in 3 minutes. You wanted me to call you Dad? Okay, hey Dad, you are such an asshole. Asshole of assholes, Dad! And as for you banging my mom, looks like that lasted as long as your pathetic career, you prematurely ejaculating piece of dick shit. Sucks for you, you motherfucking McBeef!
How dare you talk to your stepfather like that?
Eat this, you giant tree trunk piece of ass!
John sticks his half-eaten banana cereal bar in his stepfather's mouth and attempts to shove it down his throat. He pushes John away and takes out the cereal bar.
Fuck you, Dad!
Out of sheer desecrated hurt and anger, Richard lifts his large arms and swings a deadly blow at the 13-year-old boy. A fiend.
Lights out.
The end. That is brilliant.
That shit escalates.
He didn't make it.
No, John dies. McBeef wins.
I can't believe Sung Cho is not a regular Neil Simon.
I mean, that's the thing. It is kind of an interesting script. It's an interesting twist. You think John is going to kill Richard, but Richard kills John. Intriguing.
Yeah, the other one, the main dude dies as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah, he always knew that he was he's a bit of, you know the song Beautiful Loser? It's opposite of that.
Ugly loser.
Well, we've kind of run out of time here, but
Yeah.
I mean, the guys, Sung Cho's number 3, numbers 2 and 1, that's Martin Bryant and Anders Breivik. Martin Bryant was the same kind of guy as Cho, very quickly. Same kind of guy as Cho. His mother described him as extremely annoying and aggravating. He never had any friends his entire life. Social workers were just saying, like, he will never live a normal life. He will have to be under his parents' care his entire life. His only friend, as far as we can tell throughout his entire life, was
a mattress named Mackie.
That's not a bad name for a mattress. Well,
yeah,
we
just
can
spray painted smile on it.
And let's not just brush over these guys. Let's just, we don't have to do a third episode, but we can come back to them at a later time. Because right now we just covered 2 American college killers. So we can, unless you just want to, because these guys are also great.
Both of these guys. I mean, they're number 1 and number 2.
Yeah,
I feel
for a reason.
I mean, number 2. Yeah.
Yeah, Lars Olsen. Who's number 1. He's doing great.
It's Anders Breivik, all right?
He killed 77.
Yeah, he's world champion. The other one's like Martin Bryant, and just to give you a little preview for him, the last thing he said before he started shooting people was, "There sure are a lot of wasps out today."
Isn't that interesting? All right.
And he was Australian, so it was a shout out all wasps out today.
This was the guy who shot that the historical park, right?
Yeah,
Or the
Port
national
Arthur.
park.
Yeah, it was a tourist attraction, and there are conspiracy theories that he was not the actual shooter.
Yes.
Don't go to parks and don't go to college.
And I blame you, Australians out there.
Whoa!
And also
I
don't
love
go to
you.
camps, because that's where Anders Breivik did his.
Stay inside.
Just
Stay
And-
watch cable.
Pack on that McDonald's fat.
Yeah,
Although-
get that McPork, McBeef.
Yeah, because Anders Breivik, he is the only one, as far as I know, that playing dead did not work.
Oh
Yeah.
no, he wasn't falling for that old bullshit.
No.
No, he was just shooting everybody 90 times because he had all the time in the world. He was in the middle of he was on an island.
Yeah.
Oh,
if he didn't see blood, he was shooting.
Yeah, that story.
Yeah, and he just got done with the tennis championship after getting out of clockmaking university.
You have a different idea of what they do in Norway. All right, well, that's the story of Whitman and Mr. Cho. And that needs to be an odd couple. That needs to be a TV.
If you're having violent
Whitman and
thoughts,
Mr.
like
Cho.
literally tell someone. I'm going to just tell somebody.
Tell a lot of people.
It might be a tumor.
Don't stop at one.
Tell everybody.
Just tell a lot of people about it.
Tell them through bullets.
No.
What? All right, Magustalations.
Hail me!
Algene.
Hail Satan!
And of course, hail yourselves, everybody. We'll talk to you soon.
Goodbye.
Breathe in. Feel the sense of calm that comes from having up to $300 in overdraft protection with Go2 Bank. Now,
Did you say $300?
yes. Now, back to our breathing.
So if I overspend my balance, Go2 Bank has my back up to $300.
Yes. Can we breathe out now? Less worries, more zen with over $300 in overdraft protection. Tap to open an account today. Eligible direct deposits and opt-in required for overdraft protection. Fees, terms, and conditions apply.
Courage. I learned it from my adoptive mom. Hold my hand.
You hold my hand.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care at adoptuskids.org. You can't imagine the reward. Brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.